Hey, what's happening? It is DJ. Today we got some new and updated mods for everybody for Farm Sim 22. A total 34 mods released on the Indie Game Mod Up. All platforms got 10 new and 16 updates. PC Mac players got 4 new and 4 updates. If you, yes you, like staying updated with all the latest mods of Farming Simulator, make sure you're subscribed. Let's check out today's mods. Starting off with new ones for all platforms, we have the Matador Gigant. This is a new combine harvester for everybody. 90 horsepower with a manual transmission, 150 liters of fuel, 13 miles an hour, at 2,150 liter capacity. Nothing insane, but I wouldn't expect any less, or more for that matter. Wheel setups, we have a standard set. We can also go with a standard number 2, which is really just changing up the middle there. Seat options, we have a couple for the top. Definitely go with number 2. Let your rear end be a little bit better. And then chopper on there, we've got the chopper on the back. Now, we have different color options. If you don't like the green, we can change that up. We can also change the color of the chopper in the back as well. Change the engine color, which starts off as a gray, but you can make it green if you want, or gray. And then, well, I hope you like red for the rim colors, because that's what you got. Now, we've also got some other goodies, like headers, for example. We have a 3-meter header. This is going to be 3 meters at 4 miles per hour. We can set up the crop dividers. We can also set up the covers on the side, main color options to match up the main, and then design color, which match up your rims. And then we have a 4-meter, 4.2 meters at 3 miles per hour. So do you want a smaller width at a larger working, or smaller width faster, or larger width slower? Choice is yours. Now, this thing sounds epic. Check this out. Yes. Oh, yes. Man, that thing sounds so good. This is an old piece of equipment. A good-looking old piece of equipment at that. I certainly don't think you're going to be having any issues running this thing in first person. Maybe speed-wise. But that's about it. Let's see. Let's get it in here. Let's hire it up on a worker. There it is. And we'll see how it looks. Straw swath is going down, which looks great. And let's see. Let's fire that up. Let's disable the straw swath and see the animation that pops up there. Very cool. Hire worker again. It's a little bit shaky when it turns on, but I guess it would be, wouldn't it? That is really cool. Oh, and also the character just walks the steering wheel. So if you do it fast, oh, I'm about to run into a thing. Ah! Definitely setting that thing up for a thumbnail. Next, we have the Claas Jaguar Pack 50 Years Edition. We have the 960 TerraTrack as well as the 980-930 regular wheeled version. As far as the TerraTrack version goes, we have variable transmission on there, 1,350 liters of fuel, 24 miles an hour, and it holds 20 liters of your, I believe that's, silage additive. Engine setups, we've got the 626 and the 925, so only the 2 engine options through there, and it looks like it's going to cost you about 86 grand, so close to $470,000. Wheel options from Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, Ferguson, and back end. Can't change any of those, and it's only going to change the rear tires. 50 years decal, we've got no and yes around towards the very back, looking good. Pipe option, we have long and standard. Main color, we do have the chrome, that green chrome, which looks phenomenal, as well as the green matte, but you can make this literally whatever color you want. Secondary color, we could change that as well. It's going to be the top. Interior paint, round towards the inside, and then rim colors are rim colors at the end of the day. If you wanted to, you could literally make this whole thing chromed out, which I am unfortunately all down for. I think it looks awesome. As far as your setups for the 980-930, of course, we have the 930 as well as the 940. 50, 60, 70, and 80 engine options. That's going to be 462, 516, 585, 626, 775, and 884. A lot of power in this thing. Wheel options from Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, Ferguson, and back end. We do have a standard and wide tire setup for most of these, so you can pick what you like and be good. And then from there, it's the same. We have the 50 years edition, we have the large pipe or an extra large. We also have a short, so different stuff for this one if you're wanting different options. And then we have all the same color options. One thing to note, no headers come with these, so you're going to be using the base game headers if you want. All you got to do is simply click on combinations on the bottom right. For me, with an Xbox controller, that is right stick. and it'll show you what to use. After being removed, Ploeger is back with the AT5104 Pack from HR Forest. This is very, very cool because we not only have the Oxbow version, which has been a base game thing, but now we have the Ploeger back again. If you guys don't know, the base game stuff, if I can remember where in the world these things are in here, the base game ones were switched. There we go, slurry tank. So they used to be Ploeger, however, they were changed to Oxbow. Now, we are back, baby. We are back. We also have the regular Oxbow ones as well. So this just adds more things to this list, which I am all down for. Absolutely loving the setups. As far as specs, they're going to be the same. So you just kind of pick what you like. 550 horsepower, variable transmission, 850 liters of fuel, 24 miles an hour, 22,000 liter capacity, 23 tons, 12 miles an hour. A lot of T's through there. Wheel options from Midas, Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Videstan, and back in. And we could change up to some pretty chunky boys. There's actually showcase some real chunky tires. There we go. Mega X bibs. Throw those on there. You'll be good to go. Do we have anything wild and crazy for BKT? We do not. It's unfortunate. All right, well, we'll stick with those. Beacon lights, we have standard and a couple different design options for you there. Speaking of beacons, there's a beacon beacon mod for PC and Mac players later today. Take a look for that. Window tinting, front flashers. Yeah, we definitely want to go with a yes on there. And then we have colors. All the colors, including a bit of toothpaste. Oh, yeah. So let's throw full toothpaste on here. You knew it was going to happen. Let's get ourselves one of these and enjoy it. Yeah, man. Look at that. We got the beacons on the front. We got the setups here for all-wheel, crab left and right, front wheel, and then back to all-wheel steering again. Such a cool setup, dude. I love me some toothpaste. There we go. Had to add it here. If you thought balers couldn't get any wilder, well, we got the round baler pack with Windrower from Szpakowo. They have taken the base game Pottinger, K-brand, Claas with the wrapper, Pottinger with the wrapper, another Pottinger with the wrapper. We have the 185. Did I just have a stroke? The 125, kind of an idiot. I gotta look at these now. All right, there's a baler, and here's another baler. What's the difference between those? I don't know. And then we've also got this, which probably just turned into the most insane baler in the game because you can throw a 20-meter spread on there, although it only does 125-centimeter round bales, making the fast bell and faster fast bell maybe a little bit OP. On these, you are going to find basically the identical settings and setups for all of this. So we're going to have multiple options for 10.3 meter, 12 meter, 16 meter, and 20 meter setups for your windrows. I always like going with the 12. If you're curious which one to start with, we'll just go with the 12 because it's actually the most compact whenever you're moving it around. Wheel brands, we have multiple different ones, so you can pick what you like. Brands, this is kind of nice. We have the Pottinger logos on there. Let's see if I can zoom in on them or at least find where in the world he's thrown them. Right on the top. So you could do the top left-hand corner of your screen. You could do the Pottinger logos, but we can also throw on case as well. Claas, Fendt, John Deere, Krone, Kubota, K-brand, Massey, Ferguson, New Holland, Viking, or Nada. So we do have some extra things that have been added. We also have custom colors that look like they've added as well, including Pottinger red on there. Does that mean that here we have, K-brand red? We also have in here as well with the green, but I'm not really worried about that. Basically, there you go. You've got a bunch of the balers that you are accustomed to using, whether they have a wrapper or not. They have windrows on them now. I am a little bit curious of how just insane this setup would be, because the fast bell is probably, well, say probably, one of the most OP setups that we have in the game. So if we were to throw one of these on here, it might make it even more OP. Now this setup right here should reach all three of these. Because this is hay, it's not gonna bale it, or it's not gonna bale it. It's not gonna wrap it, but I am curious how it's gonna set up here. So it does slow it down a lot. Normally with the fast bell, you would just be booking it with it. However, it does appear that yep, you're gonna be going slow. I still recommend, or not, don't recommend using these with round bales. It may be exactly perfect for what you're wanting to do. However, with square bales, this works a lot better. You're also probably going to be going like less than 1 mile an hour if you were wrapping these as well. Next, we've got a forage trailer. This is the Krone TX 560D. Wheel options bring us Michelin. We also have BKT, Vredestein, and we can change up standard and wide tires. Designs, we've got no reflector, white reflector, red, orange, yellow, yellow number 2, and then none. We could do cover. We have the green cover. We have the black cover with Krone decal, and none. You guys know me. That's my favorite cover in the whole game. And then we could change up our rim colors, because why wouldn't you? I've never understood why you put rim colors on something like this. Like, is it so that you can have something different from the other 560s that are in the game? I don't know. Also holds 56,000 liters if it matters. And yes, it's a forage trailer, so it's only going to hold forage crops. This is neat. The Lizard Forestry tree shears. So these are actually ways to cut trees just by simply grabbing onto them, which is very cool. So this version right here, of course, they'll both actually hook up to your excavator, stuff like that. This will do 90 centimeter trees. The smaller one will do 50 centimeter trees. And we can change it up to all of the colors, including, oh yeah, toothpaste, baby. We could have a little bit of fun with this. So let's grab a hold of our big old setup here. We've got that. Do we have to turn them on? Yes, we do. We still have to turn them on. We got the tree shears on there. They don't make noise when you turn them on. They just kind of open and close. All right, let's go find ourselves a big old tree to cut down. Rolling. Keep the Volvo rolling. I don't actually know if this is going to work or not, but wouldn't it be funny if somebody just like came right over and just cut your tree? You're not allowed to cut this tree. Fair enough. Well, 2 can play at this game. We'll just put 1 down. How about that? Ha-ha! Yeah. Can't tell me I can't cut this one down now, are you? So we'll get this right in line. Right about there. There we go. Not allowed to cut this tree. Then what tree am I allowed to cut with this? Oh, it's because it's on land that I don't own. This is so dumb. Aren't we past this? Fine. Put it here. And so if I can't cut that tree, I should be able to cut this tree. Yes? Yes! Haha! So we hit the button to cut, and it kind of grabs it, and that's about it. I now has tree. Hey! Ooh, that's pretty cool. Sitting there balancing it. All right. So we also have a button that's release tree, so we will throw it up here and then release. Haha! There you go. So we've got like that. Why it slid like that, I will never know. But, well, here we are. So we could take this. We can't spin it around or anything like that. However, we can cut this tree even more. At least we should be able to, since they've added the ability to do that in one of the updates. So cut. There we go. And release. And pull forward a little bit. And we should get another button to cut. Yep. And release. So yeah, it works. Works great. Next, we have the old log sheds. Actually, my computer just crashed a second ago. Thank goodness I used a 2PC setup. Moving along. Old log sheds pack. We got 4 mods in this pack. First is a silo system. So if we come over here, we cut a little help window on. 80,000 liters on that. Then some found in silos. Then everything else is found in sheds. So of course we have shed and shed and shed. This one has a door that we can open. I love the metal door on both sides. Drive straight through this. Absolutely super duper cool. These would be awesome for like a start from scratch or like a role play series, something like that. These sheds look really good. They match exactly perfectly the way that they should be. I've seen stuff like this all the time. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I've DJ'd a wedding in a place like it looks almost like this. They did such a good job. Like I think it's really hard to make sheds that stand out. And for some reason, whatever it is about this shed pack, the old log shed pack, just stands out. Great job. Got some more buildings for you. Next is the metal hangar pack. On the right-hand side here, we have the hangar itself. And on the left-hand side, we have what's called the straw shed. Now, both of these have a similar kind of setup with the roof. However, on the sides of the hangar shed itself, we've got kind of this white and red setup. Unfortunately, there is no color customization on here. Would be nice to see, but just doesn't exist. However, they still look very good. And we got some lights as well. Please turn on. I don't know how to turn the lights on. I didn't turn them on. They don't turn on. All right, well, we'll just move along then. Next to last, we have the Manure Tank. This is from HB Modding. It's going to cost $2,500, and it is a buy station. So I was thinking maybe this would be silos or silo extension, something like that. No, this is actually where you buy manure from, or well, slurry. So if we were to go into here, go into our prices and tools, find our slurry, wherever that may be, buyable slurry. That's where it's going to pop up. $263 is what I'm getting here. You may see a different price on yours. I'm not sure the price really matters. However, it's just kind of neat that there's a place to buy slurry. It is lined in this stuff right here. There's no grass or anything down, at least when you place down a free build, but it does have some bushes and things like that. And lastly, we have the single family house for $63,000. I wish I could sound excited about this one, but I mean, you can change clothes and you can sleep, and you can definitely tell that there's no interior. Rip sauce. Yeah, nothing in there. All right, let's jump over to some updates for all platforms. The very first one is Szpakowo. It's going to be version 1101. Fixed the game saving, fixed placeable silos, and fixed invisible objects. Next up, we have Ostseeküste 22 Finals. This is 1204. New saved game is not required. Collision at Holiday Home's been removed. Maestral fixed. Triticale Stubble Destruction fixed. Krone Imsland fixed. The rear lights. Invaderstead Rapid 400S has been added. Next is Villarejo version 101. A manure purchase point was added at the beef farm. Improved decoration. Now you can sell the packaged chickpeas and lentils at the pizzeria and the supermarket. Fixed display bug at the pellet factory. Decoration that appeared inside the silage bunker at the biogas was relocated. Other minor bugs were fixed. Added the ability to purchase map perimeters. Now in the standard sand mode, 4 farms are configured. Map boundary collision on field 6 was corrected, added a wide variety of collectibles. Several collisions were added at different points of the map, and corrected pistachio tree flowering texture. We also have a big update to the map Erlenberg. This is version 1.1. They've updated the horse stable revised, rock crusher revised, and sugar factory unloading point revised. They fixed the pallet spawn at the bakery, decorations at the farm can be sold, and cotton and sugarcane can be sold. And they've removed the wooden bucket. Scrolling down, they've changed the terrain at the BGA adjusted. New save game is required for that. Recipe at the rock crusher, dealer area enlarged, jetty at the harbor, and tunnel at the sawmill, and street sign texture. And lastly, they've added horse stable can be bought, 7 new collectibles, French translations, in trigger marker, vegetable patch palette marker, grass on the field island of field 10, new save game is required. Water treatment plant, water dirty as field type. Change the advertising at the bus stops. Sugar beets, potatoes, carrots, beetroot, and parsnips to the vegetable beds. That's our beds. Premium expansion is not required, so that's interesting. I wonder if those are even there. Walk animation to the bucket, a bucket color selection, and hay storage to the farm barn. Told you, big update. Moving along, next update is to the map Cow Farm version 1007. Remove bushes in the extreme version, which are going through fields. Other smaller improvements, new PDA and map overview image, and a new save game is required. Next, we have a lot of updates from HR4. Some of them are very similar, and 1 or 2 have some different stuff. So let's start with Rottne F21D Steep Slope Pack version 1001. Nokian Forest King TRS 2-wheel set added, and second H21D version with the inverted camera control for easy arm controls added. Next up, the Rottne F20D version 1111, Nokian Forest King TRS 2-wheel set added, steering angle adapted to the original vehicle, prevents tree trunks from slipping under the front gate, and fixed a bug in the light. Komatsu Forwarder Pack version 111, Nokian Forest Kings added, steering angle adapted, cameras adjusted, and various fixes. My favorite, the Komatsu 931 Harvester Pack 111, Nokian Forest Kings added, steering angle adjusted, various fixes, light adjustment, and at the request of the community, the attachment for the Ponsse Alpine traction winch has been installed. Speaking of Ponsse, the Ponsse Scorpion King version 111, Nokian Forest Kings markings added, steering angle adjusted, various fixes, tail bloom added, and additional pieces, colors, choices. Last one from HR Force, we have the Claas Torion 1914 Pack version 102, special weight added, attacher for Volvo L180H, attachments added, wheel sets revised, minor fixes, and door and window controls made selectable in the shop. Very cool mod, the Pack of Balers with Windrow version number 5. They've improved a little bit of the 3D model, only on the windrowers themselves. New textures of dirt, wear, and normals for the windrowers, new tires for the windrows, and more variety of colors. Not the only baler to update, we also have the Massey Ferguson 2270 US edition from ADub version 1.1. Added warning sign config and added fire extinguisher config. Getting near the end now, only 3 more. The Lizard ML Low Loader version 1002. They've added the ML 210 Low Loader, all main color configurations, ramp add-on configuration, more wheel configs, new normal map for the ML 10 or 110, and small fixes. Lizard D-55A version 1001 improved the wires and improved weight distribution. And last update for all platforms, the Krone Trailer Pack version 1.1 supports interactive control by Vertex Design. However, that is PC only. They've also select the tipping side via IC, and when setting up a movable stacking, loosen the tension straps if they are not activated using IC before unloading. Now, those are going to be your PC updates, if you will. However, to the all platforms, we have added stacking structures, bug fix for dump animation, and license plate move to the tandem version. Jumping over to new ones for PC and Mac players, we have combined counties from Cavalier Roy. This includes Riverview, Maypole, Ebony Island, and Glenlethan, all into one map with as few changes as possible to any of the maps to keep the original feel. So you can see in each corner, it's basically a couple different sets of maps. Now, it may look a little bit laggy to you guys. I am not getting 60 FPS. I never do in 4X maps, to be completely fair. I have all of my settings set up for like the best I could possibly get, locked at 60 FPS on 1X maps, standard size maps. So it's going to look a little bit laggy, but if you turn your settings down in your game, you will be just fine. So basically, this is just one map that is 4 maps, 493 fields, 255 buyable points, 22 farmyards, all fully functional, and all buildings could be removed. 4 BGAs. If you guys want to buy all the water on the map, it costs $28 million, but it's Cavalier Roy map, so money's not going to be hard to get a hold of here. All of his maps are phenomenal, so this is great. We also have Alien Jib's cuttable hedges, so you've got those. Multiple points of forestry, obviously. 5 empty plots to buy so that you can do whatever you want to with them. And 4 of every base game production spread across the map. So you have more than enough to do anything that you want. This is going to be a super duper cool map if you guys want to jump in and have like multiplayer going on. Boy, oh boy, let me tell you what. Centered point right here for the vehicle shop right in the middle of the map, so you're good to go there. This is just the coolest thing ever. I think it's so awesome that a modder has said, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take all my maps and make one map with it. That's the coolest thing ever. Plus, again, it's Cavalier Roy, so it's super awesome. There's also 100 collectibles spread across the whole map, so we don't get 400 collectibles, but we still get 100, which is pretty darn cool. We don't have any custom crops, a new crop, so don't worry about that. We do have the modified planting calendar and harvesting calendar. At least I think this is modified slightly. So maybe base game, hey, let me know otherwise. And if we jump into things that we get in new farmer modes, we have the John Deere 6R. We also have the, it's 6R. We also have the Massey 8S and the Valtra Q305. The large tractors, we got the New Holland TH Genesis, John Deere T560. Sorry, I'm still getting my voice back. With the Krone Big M 450, and we get a Claas Torion. Vehicles, we get the Pickup 2017, Flegel ASW 271, and the John Deere header for the combine. We do have a rock picker, we have a mulcher, plow, seeder, direct drill even, a roller, 2 sprayers, a front and a rear mount. We have 2 fertilizer spreaders, one that will do fertilizer and one that will do fertilizer and lime. We have a grass roller. We've got a big old tedder, nice windrower, forage wagon, front loader bell spike. We also have a silage fork for your wheel loader. We have a low loader, header trailer, which is a header loader. And then we've got a couple weights. Again, PC players, this is super duper cool. Would be awesome to see this on all platforms. I understand why it can't be on all platforms. And again, Just remember, I have all my settings cranked to the max. I physically can't get any better. Actually, some things are twice what they should be. Sorry, not sorry. So definitely check this out. If I were to lower some of my settings, everything would be just fine. Yeah, I am using a 4090 as well. Really high settings. Oof. All right, moving on. And if you're curious, there are no required mods, and you can buy every single inch of the map. We're going to stay on the map for the next new one. This is Move Placeables. We now can move placeables. How cool is that? Now, I would love to find out how to move. Oh, so we've got different things. Oh, I should probably turn on a help window for this. It said that there would be some cogs that pop up. All right, so we'll click move. And let's see. I've got tilt and move and relocate and stuff. Oh no. All right, so it looks like we have to click onto these bits here. We can move up and forwards and side to side. But you do have to grab a hold of these things. Clicking outside of the XYZ axis is not going to, help any. So let's see. Yeah, if you click on that, you just keep moving it around. I wonder, can we just leave that there? Oh, we can. Oh, that's uncomfortable. That is very, very cool. All right, let's do this again. Except now let's see if we can put this back on the ground where it belongs. Right about there. Bring it back a little bit and then maybe over slightly. That is a bit of a game changer. How cool is that? That's super cool. You can't just slap it down though, which is kind of, it is what it is. Would be nice, but what are you gonna do? Might as well stay on this map for the next one as well. This is Random Beacon Light Speed. So normally, all the beacons rotate around at the same time. This allows different beacons to rotate at the same, or difference. So on the left-hand side, you can see those are kind of together. The ones on the right are kind of together. And if I turn it off, it all changes again. So every time we open this up or start it, stop it, whatever, things are just a little bit different, which is super duper cool. So beacons are completely random now. They are not together at the same time. I think if you're playing on PC, realistically, non-realistically, you need to have this mod. I'm having a hard time speaking today. And your last new one for PC and Mac players today is the Filter Shop Productions version number 1. Well, of course it is. The mod adds the ability to sort factories in the construction menu by their input and output materials. Default keys are the I and O. This mod is very helpful because often the list gets full of items and becomes hard to find specific ones. So if we take a look at our screenshots here, you can see filter input and filter by output. All kinds of stuff, which may make things a little bit easier for you guys if you're running a bunch. Lastly, today, let's talk about updates for PC and Mac players. We also have the PC and Mac only Ostseeküste 22 Final, version 1204. New saved game is not required. Collision at Holiday Home removed. Mage Straw fixed. Triticale Stubble Destruction fixed. Krone Imsland fixed. And Vaderstead Rapid 400S added. Gigant ML Low Loaders version 1002 added the ML 210 Low Loader, all main color configurations, ramp add-on configuration, more wheel configs, new normal map for the ML 110, and small fixes. Zasław D-55A version 1001 improved wires and improved weight distribution. And your last update today, the last mod of the video, the Meiller Trailer Pack version 1.1. This is like the Krone Trailer Pack that we talked about for all platforms. So sports IC, tipping side VIC, and when selecting the movable stackia, loosen the tension straps if they are not activated using IC. They've also added the S-stackia structures, bug fix for dump animation, license plate move to the tandem version, or on the tandem version rather, got the hiccups, and changing in the auto load. The auto load function is included in the Bell auto load setup. And that is it. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you hanging out to the end. If you did, let me know, and also let me know what your favorite mod was today. Ooh, I'm really liking this Claas Combine. Regardless, have an awesome day. Enjoy playing with these mods. We'll see you later.